Hello everyone. Thank you for joining part 2 of the Time Management Workshop series brought to you by the Office of Learning Services. In this section, we will focus on organizational skills. Being organized. Being organized can mean many things. One involves keeping items in a predictable place and arranging things in a structured manner. This also means keeping information you learn in class in order to help you remember and process this information. What does it mean to be disorganized? We're going to explore that. If this sounds like you're probably disorganized. If you're unable to locate items you put away, and if you do not have an approach to remembering assignments. This also could mean being haphazard in the way you approach school. This could mean that there's no structure, rhyme, or reason when approaching work, and this may be connected to a struggle to coordinate your time and activities as well. Here are a few benefits of being organized. When you are organized, you have a better chance of overcoming procrastination. Procrastination happens when we wait until the very last second to do something. When we are organized, we can ensure that all of our assignments are done on time and all of the materials are where we want them. This also diminishes distraction and can enhance your memory. If everything has a place, you will always remember where it is so it can be easily found. It also saves so much time because you do not need to go looking for your materials. And this can also reduce stress, and you can be more confident that your materials are where you last put them. Here are two general areas to focus on: spatial organization and the organization of your activities. We'll go through both of them and talk about what they mean. Study area. Your study area is an example of spatial organization. This can be a desk in your room, in your home, at the office, the library, or any designated spot that you have where you're going to do most of your schoolwork. Ideally, there would be no distractions in this area, and it should be easy to work at a desk or a table and have your materials in an accessible manner. Continuing on, we'll talk about the management of your materials. You can manage your materials by utilizing a backpack or pencil case, so that you know where everything is. Those small items can be easy to lose and surprisingly very easy when you utilize a backpack or a pencil case to keep together. So you always have your pencils, maybe an extra mask or paper clips, all in a space where you want them and they're easy to be found. The key here is keeping things in a predictable place. Binders and notebooks are another great example of how to organize your work. You could use dividers to designate areas such as homework, past assignments, class notes, and this is a great way to organize each class. The key with this is taking the time to put your materials where they are supposed to go the first time rather than putting them in your bag and saying that you will go put them in your folder later. It may be tempting at the end of class when you're given a paper but you already packed up, but you will save yourself more time by putting your materials where they're supposed to go the very first time rather than having to look through it all later. An assignment book is an excellent resource. Whether it's a standard notebook or a more formal planner, having a specific tool that you use to copy down your assignments is an excellent way to stay organized. This ensures that you know exactly what is due on what day, and it allows you to check items off when they're finished. This is great because you can feel accomplished when you finish your assignments, and it serves as a great reminder that you did all of your work. Organizing your activities is a great way to be sure you are meeting all of your responsibilities. This can go back to a calendar or a list of assignments that you look at often. I like to have my to-do list on my phone in my Notes app because it's easy for me to check, and I typically have my phone on my person. The key with this is having a to-do list that you can check frequently and making it a pattern that you follow and a habit that you do. Here are a few more tips on staying organized. Only having one to-do list is a great way to make sure you're not getting confused with what you wrote down where and having that list accessible to you. Additionally, now that many of us have online resources and classes, a great way to stay organized is to make different folders on your laptops. I personally like to break mine down starting with the year, and then a folder with each class within that year. For example, spring 2022 would be my main folder, and then within that class, I would have separate folders for each class that I am taking. This way, if I ever need to go back to find a specific article, I can pinpoint exactly where it is. Making these digital folders don't have to take long, and it can save you so much time in the long run, especially for those end of the semester assignments or for finals. Lastly, checking on your organization every week. This is a skill that needs to be worked on continuously to ensure success. That brings us to the end of the Organizational Skills Workshop. Thank you for listening.